Hello, my dear friends. Today we are going to learn here the 12th standard biology, lesson number 2, reproduction in lower and higher animals, part 8. And here in this video, we are going to study the paturation and the after paturation stages. Paturation. Humans are viviparous as they give birth to their young ones. Paturation is a process of giving birth to a baby. The physical activities involved in paturation like uterine and abdominal contractions, dilatation of cervix and passage of baby are collectively called labor. Labor is accompanied by localized sensation of discomfort or agony called labor pains. Maturation is controlled by a complex neuroendocrine mechanism. Signals arise from the fully formed fetus and placenta cause mild uterine contractions. It is accompanied by rise in estrogen. Progesterone ratio increases in oxytocin receptors in uterine muscles. They cause vigorous contractions of myometrium of uterus at the end of pregnancy. The fully developed fetus gives rise for a uterine contractions by secreting the ACTH from pituitary and corticosteroids from adrenal gland. This triggers release of oxytocin from mother's pituitary gland, which acts on uterine muscle of mother and causes vigorous uterine contractions. This leads to explosion of the body from the uterus. It involves the many steps. Dilatation stage. Uterine contraction begins from top, forcing the baby towards the cervix. Contractions are accompanied by pain causing by compression of blood vessels. Oxytocin induced uterine contraction becomes stronger and stronger due to stimulatory reflux as the baby is pushed down in the uterus. Its head comes to lie against the cervix. Cervix gets dilated. The vagina also shows similar dilatation. This stage of a labor can normally last up to few hours. It ends in rupturing of amniotic membrane of a fetus. Explosion stage. The uterine and abdominal contractions become stronger. In normal delivery, the fetus passes out through cervix and vagina with head in forward direction. It takes 20 to 60 minutes. The umbilical cord is tied and cut off close to the baby's navel. After birth, after the delivery of the baby, the placenta separates from the uterus and is expelled out as after birth due to severe contractions of the uterus. This process happens within 10 to 40 minutes of the delivery. Lactation. The mammary gland of the female start producing milk at the end of the pregnancy by the process of lactation. Uh, Prolactin is the hormone which is responsible for the production of milk. Lactation helps the mother in the feeding the newborn baby. The fluid secreted by the mammary gland soon after childbirth is called colostrum. Colostrum is the sticky and the yellow fluid secreted by the mammary gland soon after childbirth. It, it contains proteins, lactose, and mother's antibodies. Example IgA. The fat content in colostrum is low. The antibodies present in it helps in developing resistance for the newborn baby at a time when its own immune response is not fully developed. Reproductive health. According to the World Health Organization (WHO), Reproductive health means total well-being in all aspects of reproduction, its emotional, behavioral, and social aspect, along with the physical ones. Therefore, a society with people having physically and functionally normal reproductive organs and normal emotional and behavioral interactions amongst them in all sex related aspect might be called reproductively healthy society. Of all the social goals of India, an important one is to attain total reproductive health. India was amongst the first few countries in the world to initiate action plans and programs at the national level of improved reproductive health. All these improved programs covers wider areas related to reproduction. These programs are currently in operation under the reproductive and child health care programs. Goals to RCH program. The first one is to create awareness among the people about various aspects related to reproduction. The second is to provide the facilities to people to understand and build up reproductive health. The third one is to provide support for building up a reproductively healthy society. The fourth one is to bring about a change mainly in three critical health indicators, that is, reducing total infertility rate, infant mortality rate, and maternal mortality rate. The goals of RCH can be achieved by the following ways. The first one is the introduction of sex education in school. School should be encouraged to provide correct information to the young so as to discourage children from believing in myths and clear the misconception about sex related aspect. Proper information about safe and hygienic sexual practices, sexually transmitted diseases, STD and AIDS, problems related to adolescence, and proper information about reproductive organ. The second one is with the help of the audio, visual, and print media, government and non-government organization should take various steps to create awareness about various aspects related to the reproduction. The third one is by educating the younger generation about birth control measures, prenatal care of pregnant women, and postnatal care of the mother and the child. Importance of breastfeeding. Fourth one, by developing awareness about problems arising due to uncontrolled population growth. Social evils like sex abuse and sex related crimes and take up necessary steps to prevent them. The fifth one is by creating awareness about a statutory ban on amniocytes of sex determination. The sixth one is by increasing awareness about child immunization program. The next one is by educating couples to reduce mortality rate of newborn and maternal mortality rate. The population in India, which was approximately 350 million at the time of independence, reached close to the billion mark by 2000 and crossed 1.2 billion in May 2011. Now, in 2020, population of India has crossed 1.35 billion. The government is taking serious measures to check this population growth. The most important step of overcome this problem is to motivate society to have smaller families by using various birth control measures. I hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and please comment down the below. Thank you so much.